Creative Director at Rosala and Bridal and founder of the Flower Craft Academy. And I'm in the studio today because I'm going to show you how to make a Kanzashi gathered petal flower using the Clover gathered petal templates. Now these come in two sizes and they're absolutely brilliant. They're so easy to use. There's the large size to make the large size flower, and that's the one I'm going to be showing you how to make today. And then there's the small size to make the small flower. Okay, so let's take a look. You're going to love it. First, let's take a quick close-up look. Here is the large gathered petal Kanzashi flower, and here is the small gathered petal Kanzashi flower. So here's the pack for the large gathered petal, and the picture here is the approximate size the flower turns out. And here's the template. And this template is all you need. Now for each petal we're going to need a square of fabric. Now the length and width needs to be approximately the same size as the template. So we fold it in half and we just put it inside the template and close it over and snap it shut. And I'm just going to trim the excess fabric from around the edge. Now you'll see there are some numbers on here, and we want to find number 1. But this isn't the one we want, it's the number 1 with the word start. And then we're just going to follow on the numbers from there. Now I've got a needle and thread here, lots of thread, and we're just going to push through number 1. Now I've got a knot with a long tail. Make sure you have that. And then we just follow next number 2 and 3. It's very, very simple. And there we go, see the numbers? Number 6. Oops, we don't want that. 7. And here we go, last one. Can you see that? Number 8. And on the other side it says finish. So we're finished. Snap open the template and this is our petal. Now we've got the long stitches on this side and the shorter stitches on this side. We fold it over the longer stitches. And we're going to pull the thread, no, not this one. We're going to pull the thread and it automatically gathers up the petal. How simple is that? We go perfectly gathered. There's the back. And there we have it. Now we need to make enough petals for our flower, and we're going to do it exactly the same way with the same thread. So again, piece of fabric folded in half and into the template. Trim the edge. And with that same needle and thread in through number 1 start. Now as you can see, I've still got the petal, the first petal attached. So gone through all the numbers, pop the petal out, and in exactly the same way, fold the petal over the long stitches. And pull the thread together. And there we go. Our second petal is gathering up absolutely perfectly, exactly the same as the first one. Okay, so I'm going to make 9 petals for this flower, all exactly the same way on the same thread. So here we go. I'm just going to pull the thread with the knot out a little bit, and trim off the needle. And here I'm just going to do a double knot, just make it nice and tight and do a double knot. Now I should be able to just move the petals around and just position them nicely so they're sitting the way I want them to. And so there's our flower. Now all we need to do is decide if we want to put a brooch pin on the back or a hairpin, or if we want to sew it onto something. I'm just pulling the thread up at the back here, tucking it in and trimming it off. And I'm going to glue a small piece of felt on the back. Now you'll want to attach your brooch pin or your hair clip to the felt before you glue it down. And for the center of the flower, I'm just using a covered button. I just pop a bit of glue on there and pop it straight in. So here's the large Gathered Petal Kanzashi flower template with the large flower. And here's the small Gathered Petal Kanzashi template with the small flower. Both from Clover, both fantastic. Now, if you don't have your Clover Gathered Petal template yet, or you just want to see what else is available for flower crafting, make sure you get into my shop and take a look. There's a link right below this video here. You just click on that link and I'll see you there. Happy crafting!